Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm coming to you today from Boston, Massachusetts. I am at the Hilton at Logan Airport. Those who are not new to my channel will know about 1 year ago I published a hotel review of the airport. It now has over 2,600 views. So I will not be doing another hotel room review, but you can see here, I don't think a lot has changed. But yeah, I just checked into the hotel today in the afternoon because I have a 7:30 a.m. flight to London tomorrow morning. So getting up bright and early, and there's nothing better than waking up, going downstairs, and just wheeling yourself over to Terminal E. It is so easy. But I had a great day in Boston today. I went to the Prudential Center, which we locals call the Pru. I got quite a couple great things at Sephora, which I will share with you shortly. And I also just walked all over the Back Bay. I walked all the way from the Back Bay to the North End with a friend of mine, and then I got a taxi back to the hotel. We had a dinner at Wagamama in the Pru, and we also just enjoyed some of the Christmas lights in the Boston Common as we walked back. But then unfortunately it started to rain, so I figured it was time to call it and get myself back to the hotel. So I think now what the plan is, I'm gonna show you what I got at Sephora on my birthday and Christmas gift card, and then I'm gonna go downstairs, get a little drink, and do a little laptop work before I call it an early night. All right, so here is what I got at Sephora, and I'm sorry this lighting is probably not the one, but okay, I've already kind of decanted some of the items just to make it a little bit easier to show you. So before we get started, so I have a December birthday, and when you are a Beauty Rewards program member, you get a free birthday gift. But you know what? Not only do December birthdays get gypped because everyone gives you joint birthday and Christmas gifts, Sephora also always runs out of the December birthday gift. And whenever I come home for Christmas and try and claim it, it's already all sold out. So 2 years in a row now, I did not get my December birthday gift. And it's just not cool, Sephora. And yes, they offer you points, but then they don't allow you to claim them use them for 24 hours. So it's just a really crappy policy, Sephora. It really is. Like, if someone can't claim the birthday gift, let them use the points immediately, because I ended up having 400 points, but had I had the extra 200, I could have gotten one of the bigger options, which would have been a great customer experience. And instead, now I have to wait like 6 months to use them. But I got, for 100 points, I got the Supergoop. This is the SPF 40. I'll do a little pan on all of them. I got 2 of those, so 100 points each, so 200. I got a Dr. Dennis Gross. This is an AHA BHA Daily Cleansing Gel. And then I got this Ole Hendrickson Moisturizer. It's a Strength Trainer Peptide Boost Facial Moisturizer, so excited to try those. And then with my birthday and Christmas gift cards, I went for a theme of cheeks and glow, which I got the NARS Orgasm Blush, which I really like. I also got the NARS Orgasm Cheek Stick, which I am really enjoying and loving for travel, especially. And then I don't travel with this because liquids wise it's a bit too big, but I really like the Charlotte Tilbury. These are the Matte Beauty blush ones, and I got this one in the Pink Pop shade, which is really nice. And I've also used the Peach Gasm ones, which I really like as well. Here are the scan of my Sephora beauty haul. All right, so let's go down to the airport hotel bar. I've not had any drinks yet. Maybe I don't need one, but let's go have a drink, get some work done on the laptop, and then come back up and have an early one. So I owe you a little bit of an apology. I am now back in London and enjoying the last bits of my Christmas tree being up before the new year hits. To be fair, I usually actually keep my Christmas tree up into January because it's a dark and gloomy month here, but we're getting off track. So I had every intention of filming my kind of commute to Logan Airport in Boston, my flight back, and I just think I need to remember that 5 a.m. Jessica really isn't all here. So much so that, so I wake up at 5 a.m. I'm out the door of my hotel room by 5:45. I just drop the keys in the bin by the elevators, and I just go to find the walking path to Terminal E. And in my haze of not being awake, I actually went to Terminal A by mistake. And then I had to beeline back to Terminal E. So I got a lot of steps in, which was good. But bag drop was super easy. But then because I was pushing it a little bit time-wise, I think by the time I went through security, I went through at like 6 a.m. for a 7:30 flight. And the line at security was just so long. I have TSA pre, which in theory should work now for the international flights, but for some reason, no TSA pre line in the morning was open, and there actually was only one belt, like, machine for the security, which is why the line was so long. So basically, it didn't really matter if you were business or what. I mean, I went through the business class line, but everyone just got kind of like chucked into the same line, and they did put the TSA pre-stamp on my ticket, which is actually a new thing. So I don't know if any other Americans feel like this, but I hadn't been to the US in 6 months, and I just used to going through the TSA pre-line, and then you know you don't take your liquids out or whatever. But apparently now, if you get the TSA pre-stamp, you don't have to take your liquids out, but you have to hold on to your boarding card and show it to someone. So I would definitely recommend getting the paper boarding card printed out, because otherwise what are you gonna do? Take your mobile phone into the security thing with you? It's such a bizarre system. So yeah, you have to show the person at, like, when you're dumping all your stuff into the bins, and then you get to go through, like, not going through the body scanner thing at the airport, which I just think is weird. So now I actually get when I see Americans at Heathrow, like, carrying their boarding pass with them, because I think it just, like, one country has a specific way of doing things, and then you just think, oh goodness, you just get confused when you go to other countries. But the flight itself was fine, so I just got through security, went straight to the gate. I really should have gotten a coffee, because there was actually a coffee shop open this time. So note to Jessica for next year, get there a little earlier, and I think as of 6 a.m. the coffee shop opened, so I should definitely go and get in line for that next year. And I saw like a family with Dunkin' cups, and I have no idea which Dunkin' they went to, because also something I should research in advance for next year, because I'm sure I will do the daytime flight as well. But yeah, the flight was super easy. I was flying premium economy. I had a nice woman sitting next to me. We didn't really chat. We just kind of did our own thing. It's a 5.5 hour flight from London to Boston, which is super easy. But the annoying thing is like some woman sitting in the aisle next to me was like really insistent that we put our shades down, which was super annoying because I wanted to feel like I had a daylight experience in the flight. Because at some point it's naturally gonna get dark anyway, but I felt like the whole flight was like really dark, so I never really felt like I woke up. Which is probably why I feel so horrible right now, because usually with the daytime flight I like bounce right back into London life and time zone, but I've really been struggling the past few days. And yeah, so it's a few days later. And I just haven't been able to bring myself to turn the camera on because I've just been like so like hazy and out of it. So I've been sleeping really well, but I just have felt a little bit like in a haze during the day, which hasn't been the greatest for, you know, for getting back into the swing of things here. But today is now the 30th, so it's the day before the new year. And I am just about unpacked. I've been like slowly but surely getting the suitcases unpacked. I've got to finish my carry-on bag, 2 carry-on bags, the personal item and the suitcase, but I've gotten like most of it out of there by now, so I'm gonna do that tonight. But then I'm gonna share with you right now, I actually met a friend today because we were both complaining about our jet lag haze, and we met in Regent's Park to go for a lovely walk. And honestly, it's not helping that it was such a gloomy few days here in London. Just the January, like end of December, January timeframe in London is just, it's dark, it's gloomy, it's wet. We did get some misting rain, but thankfully it didn't really come down. But yeah, I thought I would just show you a little bit of our walk in Regent's Park. Regent's Park is my happy place in London. I just think it's the most beautiful park in London. Everyone always talks about Hyde Park. I always say that if you're coming to London, sure, go to Hyde Park, but you should also really prioritize going to Regent's Park because it has some really lovely elements, and you'll see here in the walk, it's just beautiful expanses. I love the inner circle. I think I actually started filming while we were in the inner circle, which is home to the Queen Mary's Rose Garden. So at the end of December and January, there's not really any roses left in bloom. There's a couple that are like hanging on. Yeah, for the most part, it's pretty barren, but it's still really, really beautiful. And so we just really enjoyed starting our walk in the inner circle. And then from there, we made our way over to the Avenue Gardens, which is also a favorite of mine. Actually, a fun fact there, it's a very foggy part of the movie, but you can see in the King's speech, they're going on a walk in a very foggy park, and you see this outline of a fountain, and it is one of the fountains in the Avenue Gardens in Regent's Park. So I'll just share a couple clips with you, and I'll put some music on just so you can enjoy a little bit of our lovely walk. And I think if there's anything that's really great about getting the jet lag cobwebs off, it's making sure you're outside walking every day. So I've definitely been doing that, more so kind of running errands like grocery store, going to the library to get a new library book. And yeah, but now I'm gonna go finish that unpacking. The last day of 2023, and I decided today I wanted to go on a really lovely walk, and there's one area that I just love to go on walks around, which is around the Sheldon Square area. I knew I wanted to go to M&S, which I'll show you some goodies I picked up. And obviously it's next to Paddington Station, so it's really accessible to get over there. But yes, I had a really great walk until I got stuck in the rain. But before that, I was able to film some nice clips of that area. So basically, I think, gosh, when I moved to London, that area around Sheldon Square, Paddington Central, was kind of a ghost town, and now it's just built up. There's all these office buildings, there's luxury apartments, there's some really great restaurants, so it's on kind of almost like a dead end of the canal, but it also feeds into the major Regent's Canal. So it makes for a really lovely area just to go for a little stroll around, get a cup of coffee, and yeah, so I really hope you enjoy just seeing some of the footage of this area, especially if you're in London and you haven't been around here yet. There's like a really nice Vagabond Wines One of my favorites is the Darcy and May Green houseboat, which you'll see at some point in the walk. There's a really nice amphitheater in the center where they show some of like the sports like Wimbledon, or if there's big sporting events on, and usually like all the Pretz and stuff around Itsu around there are open, so you can get like a bit of lunch and eat outside and watch something on TV. But there's just some really great little restaurants and pubs, and you obviously have the water to enjoy a long walk around. It's just after 4 p.m. and I did get stuck in the rain. I had an umbrella and my huge North Face coat on, but somehow I still got soaked. My Nike trainers are just not waterproof. So yeah, getting on the tee with like wet jeans and wet shoes, not my favorite moment of ending. Thank you, British weather, for a warm exit to the year. But I'll show you. So I was asked tonight, we're going out for New Year's, which to be fair is not like really my vibe, but I'm being a good sport. And my friends asked me for the kind of pre-party to bring something sweet, and I found these at M&S. So basically they're alcoholic chocolates, and they're basically chocolate cocktail selection, cacao and rum old fashioned, golden Negroni, passion star martini, and espresso martini. So this looks like this will be a hit for like a New Year's sweet, because I'm sure, like I was thinking like, do I get like brownies or cookies? But I think for a night where alcohol plays more of a prominent role, a little bit of an alcoholic sweet. I'm guessing because they're shaped like these little bottles, there's liquid on the inside. So that sounds fun. I'm really pleased. And it was still like 15 pounds. I think that's a really nice like host gift / treat for everyone. But yeah, so in terms of other stuff I picked up some beautiful tulips because all my flowers in the house from Christmas are pretty much dead. I got some eggs. I'm sure this is wildly probably not that interesting, but a lot, like basically in the UK, even today, so much was closed when I was walking around that area. And I know tomorrow even less will be open, like, you know, really pretty much nothing will be open. So I got some avocado, so I've got to fend for myself food and drink wise. I'm gonna try out the M&S espresso vanilla flavor coffee pods. So basically Nespresso, like basically kind of faux Nespresso pods. So I'm excited to try those. I got some broccolini for some more vegetable, because I've still got veg in my fridge. Some extra virgin olive oil, and then I also, oh yeah, I got a water, because actually my secret hack is anytime I really don't drink much, but obviously on a night like New Year's, I might have more than my usual 2 drinks. I have 3, woo! But my hack is always travel with a bottle of water, and I wanted to bring something I usually do like this Chili's bottle, which I love, but just in case the place we're going to won't let me, like basically the idea is I'll bring like a little reusable bag and check this with my coat, but in case they won't let me do that, if it's like a very tight security situation, it can be thrown away. But I love the idea of, you know, whether I take the tube home or, and I realized actually before I said tea, that's, you know, you came back from Boston when, but yeah, if I'm gonna take the tube or a taxi home, my hack is just drink a full bottle of water before you go to bed, and it's nice if you can do it on your commute home, so that way you don't wake up all night. And then, yeah, so I also went to Superdrug and got a couple bits. Paracetamol, which I'm out of, in case we have a little headache tomorrow. More toothpaste, gum for tonight, because we're eating a bunch of stuff at someone's house. And then actually I also got this, I forget who this is by, oh, it's by Collection. I have like a clear lip gloss, but I tried to use it the other night and the cap is broken. It was like pretty much only like this much left anyway. So I'm gonna try this Plump Me Up Collection Clear One. It looks really nice over lipstick, I hope. So let's see if that's a winner or not, but it was only like £3, so bargain beauty ahead. So yeah, so next up I'm gonna pack all this stuff up. I'm gonna cook myself my last meal I cook of 2023, and then I'm gonna start getting myself ready for the evening, because I knew I wasn't gonna have a shower and wash my hair this morning, because I'm glad I didn't, because I got stuck in the rain and my hair just is not the one right now. So let me do all of that and I'll see you in a bit. So here is what I have made. It's a salad on rocket, or in the US what we call arugula, with some chopped up cucumber, radish, feta, blueberries, and I sauteed some shrimp, or they say here in the UK, prawns. This is something obviously very light to eat. I'm gonna top a little bit of spicy tahini on top, but there's gonna be some more food at the party that I'm going to. All right, so before I throw my coat on, I actually put some lipstick on still, but this is what I am wearing for New Year's. I debated a lot because I didn't, our plans kind of changed. We were supposed to go to Soho House and now we're going somewhere else. So I had kind of a whole outfit planned based on the black tie theme, and then now I just kind of had to pick a fun party dress for my wardrobe. But yeah, this is from River Island from, I think it was last year I wore it to my birthday. So last year's birthday dress, this year's New Year's dress, and yeah, it just will be fun and comfy, which is key. But yes, I'm wearing some festive sparkles, which are like really old, that my mom gave me from Dress Barn. Don't discount it. Whoever buys their jewelry is great. And then like a really pretty blingy Forever 21 bracelet. How lovely. So yes, just a little bit of festive fun. So I will probably intersperse some snippets in and finish the video out at some point, but let's go have a great New Year's in London.